Hi and welcome back to the DonMarcos kitchen. I'm Karina. Today I'm going to be bringing you a really quick and easy treat. It's chicken quesadillas, and the best part about this recipe is that you can either make your own chicken breast fillets or you can use leftovers, buy it shredded up, but really you can just go to your deli counter, ask them for a couple of fillets to get this recipe going. Now, aside from the chicken breast, we also are going to use today the DonMarcos style burrito tortilla. This is a 10-inch and you can find it at your grocery store. We're also going to be using just some cheddar jack cheese, but you can use any cheese you like. And what I did is I cooked the chicken with some all-purpose seasoning. You can use whatever types of seasoning you like, salt and pepper, however you like your chicken to be cooked. And then I just shredded it up into some small pieces here so it'll go better in the tortilla. I've also got some diced up onions and diced up tomato. Since we're only going to be making one, nice big one, really you don't need that much tomato or onion, as much as your preference desires. Now the last thing I did want to show you was the serrano that goes into this. Now this is going to give it just a little kick, and the best way to do this is to cut it down the middle and then take slices. So I'm just going to take this and get it right down the middle, and then I'm going to chop it. And this pepper does have a nice kick to it. And you see the seeds in there. They just add a lot of flavor. And you can chop this as fine as you want. I prefer tinier pieces just because they're easier on the palate when you do get a bite in there. Okay, so now that we've got this chopped up, I'm just going to go ahead and put it right into my tomato and onion mixture. I can get this out of the way. Now with my mixture, I just have it in a bowl. I'm going to get this nice and mixed together, and I'm also going to add just a couple of shakes of salt, a couple of shakes of pepper, just to give it some flavor. It's a good little mixture, and it's the only thing missing out of here to make it pico de gallo would be cilantro, so we're going to leave that out today. So I've got my salt, I've got my pepper, I keep mixing it. And really just the possibilities with the amount of spices you can use in this recipe, possibilities are endless. I got some saffron seasoning on my chicken, so it's going to be really good. I've also got my griddle over here warming. You can use a large pan, you can use like a frying pan, whatever really works for you. We've chosen to use the griddle just because the tortilla fits better, but you know, whatever floats. So we're going to do layers. So I'm going to take my first tortilla and just set it down here, and I'm going to add some cheese to it. Just distribute it evenly around. You can leave some space around the edges too of the tortilla because it's going to melt and it's going to be really nice actually when you press them together. And this is a great after school snack. This is a great lunch snack, and when we cut it up it'll have some nice big pieces. So I've got my cheese on there, and now I'm going to add some chicken. So again, just put it in there nice and even, distribute it across. And I got my chicken in there. I'm going to add a little bit of my tomato and pepper onion mixture. It smells really good too. I'm just going to add a little bit more cheese on the top so that the top tortilla can also stick to this nice and good. Alright, now that I've got all my toppings inside of here, I'm going to take the other tortilla, just lay it on top, flatten it out a little. And before I put this on the griddle, I'm going to just add a little bit of butter so I can get that nice golden look that we want. And you can just put it on the area that you're going to be cooking on. So bring this over a little bit. And I've already got this warm, like I said, so the butter's just going to melt right on here as soon as I start putting it on. And it doesn't really need to be that hot either. You can take just a slower process to make this all cook really nice and well together. Alright, got my butter. So I'm just going to take this, nice and easy, and lay it on. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit, and we're going to let this cook. Okay, so we can start seeing that the cheese is melting, and I've got my griddle turned up to about 375 degrees, and it really just depends on what kind of stovetop you're using, but you want to make sure the temperature is hot enough to really react with that butter, so the flavor from the butter can get into your tortilla, and you can get that nice golden brown that we're talking about. So this one looks like it just needs a few more seconds on this side, and then we'll go ahead and flip it over. Alright, so our cheese looks good and melted. I'm going to give this a flip. You just want to do it one quick movement. And that's that golden brown you're looking for. This looks beautiful. Now, like I said, this is a really quick, delicious recipe. Quick meal you need to put together after a long day at work. Something you want to throw together for your kids after school. Do it up. So we're almost done on our other side here, and this is just the quickest recipe we can give you. It takes about 10 minutes all together. I mean, once you've got everything prepped up, ready to go, you've got, you know, a long day at work, you want to throw something together, quick meal, quick snack, this is the way to go. It's just a quick quesadilla, and it's really nice because it's the 2 layers, and once you put it on the platter, you can cut it up like a pizza. So it's like a Mexican pizza, and it's just a really fun snack, really good to enjoy. So we're almost done here. And we've got the golden brown that we were looking for, so I'm just going to take it from the griddle, bring it over to my platter, and we're going to cut it now. I'm going to have to hold it just right down the middle. Get yourself a pizza cutter. You can do this with a knife, however you want. Let's just take a quick look in here and look at how cheesy and delicious that looks. So we're going to go ahead and cut just into 4s. And that looks really good. I can't wait to try these. And here we have your DonMarcos Quick Fix Quesadillas. And we look forward to bringing you more recipes from our kitchen to yours.